like it. I'd prefer to do that. Crazy take for just the way that we play against because like put it this way, and I know Adelaide a video about them last year, but we played last year, beat them by 10 goals. So like they're not really afraid of going. They're not playing well at home, so
okay. Oh, that's horrible. What is happening?
Like last year, I remember one of my mates was like, "Why do you get over?" His overs is like, well, it's something like first 10 rounds he could lead it, and he does ground like that every year. And he was leading it for like he had so many votes more than what he thought he would. And like I just reckon he'd poll. I've got a feeling he polls better than I. And I was like, yeah, he's a high favourite than Ralph. It's going to be great for everyone this year because it's...
It'll be interesting to see how that works with you.
I don't think Dank or Baz...
You know, you've got
it's literally the two Gold Coast boys to also then maybe...
good, mate. How are you, mate? You're all good? I'm Michael. How are you, mate? Let us know if you need anything. You want something to eat or anything? All good? Let us know. Guys, I'm just doing it. They want me to interview him. I said I'm not available. So, I do interviews. Quinny. Can't do it for you. We know this. Rummy. We know this.
That's number one. That's number our interview. The long reach we nailed it. Thank you. Good on you. Thank you.
You're going to struggle with some traffic here, mate.
I know. It's not the best place to set up.
Probably too late, but there's I know the guys usually either get into this corner or the other corner.
Yeah, well, those agencies are coming every day. I'm told. Yeah.
That's table's all good now? Yeah. If you guys need anything, there's a bloke with blonde hair, he'll sort you out. I know, yeah, his name's Taz. Yeah, Michael.
All the trucks.
want to get a thing of them going out.
I did not think it was funny.
And again, the Ammos have got the numbers. Filipovic, low kick. Oh, spinning through his Emery. Highs the sticks and drills it.
Looks to open things up on the right boot. Kate Stanton bends it around the body, and she's done it!
High up and under the full foot. Becky's taken a ripper!
A lovely ball, and that count that found Woofenden from the boundary. You are kidding!
Pegged the margin back to 4 points. High kick. It's a beauty.
And they've won the flag in 2024.
Yeah. I mean, we're live now. If you, yeah. Apparently, that's what I thought.
Well, with only 3 games left in the season, by leaps and bounds, the closest section in all of the VAPA is Premier B men's. Only percentage separating 4th and 7th, and that's where 2 of the 4 teams before us are today. Hello and welcome to the Premier B match of the day on VAPA TV. This is Premier B Showcase Round, and our pre-game show is thanks to Medical Care, providing care for more than 16,500 people each week across Greater Melbourne and regional Victoria since 1959. My name is Callum Cummins. I'll be your host and play-by-play caller for the game today between Old Carey and Willamstown CYMS. And there's only one man that was alongside me today. Here's the man, Cooper Watkins, who's on specials thanks to Hit IQ's game-changing protection customer system. Coop, it's great to have you on board.
Thank you, Callum. Yeah, no, really both 8 and 7 into these sides. Also, setting their two eyes around the slide, so they're really crush on it. So Kerry Hammond said that last time they played I will say, a bit of different ground of the Fez, if anyone knows the Fez compared to the ground we are today, which I think question might be the longest in Victoria. You got a bit to say about that?
Well, that was the first thing I noticed when we arrived around about an hour ago. It's extremely long compared to the Carey sports field. As you mentioned, Willamstown, they dropped 3 of their last 3 games. They were 8 and 4, and now find themselves 8 and 7. However, they have sat inside the top 4 of Premier B all the way back to round 8 as for Carey. They've won 2 of their last 3. They picked up the points last week against Hampton by 68 points. They only led by 12 at half time. They rolled them over the top last week for Williamstown. An 8-point loss to Caulfield. My recollection serves me right. They led that game by about 15 points midway in the last quarter and drop that game to Corkers. There's close contests everywhere you look, particularly here in Premier B. We're only a couple of moments from getting away. Nearly tipped. You could.
It's a great question. I reckon the CYMS get rid of that rock bouncing left out, Brown drop looting. Big game, I reckon.
Old Carey kicking to the right of your screens. Just about set here at Carey, the ball is up and footy is alive. Early fly then from Jules, moving the ball down, tracing the CYMS on their way. He will come with the broadcast wing. Picked up here by Andrews, goes a little bit more cold there to Contover. Drives it forward along the football. It's a perfect start to Carey, off a couple of hands. Taking that occasion there with McKay, couldn't quite bring it down. Clark feeds it back to go forward. Picked up here by Will Chan, drives it out towards the wing and the foot races on it there on the far side. Heading back first there is Luke Zimmerman. Does well to pick it up. He was crunched as he got rid of it. And now Carey's looking to switch things up from one half-back flank to the other towards Newton, who just balks the tackle up and then drives it up towards the wing. It's a good ball. Numbers favour the hosts here. He'll trot down the wing, up towards half-forward. It's a perfect pass through the air. And that'll kick around a bounce for Kyler Target once again to get a ball in. First 60 seconds here in the first quarter. Courtney and Patterson Ford.
You don't see that too often. I really do see that.
As far as Chad can go out here and kick away. Charlie through there was here after he plays game 100 today. Chance here for Carey once again with Wolfenden. Goes in the middle of the ground. Jobbing passing the rep out alright. Just dropping the hole nicely there was Green. He marks about 45 from home. Punches it across the face of goal. Now left out alright. Braden Andrews has taken the mark. 35 out, 45-degree angle for the first of the game. Another one in his milestone game. Braden Andrews plays game 50 today. The goal last week starts on that one out to the left. That won't score, lands at the top. Not over. Get a ball in to play first term. Outside again, back to the scoreboard. We did notice as well, it's very breezy. The clouds are looking a little bit greyer, overcast. It was a perfect day in the morning as they're starting to roll in, so hopefully the rain stays away for both these teams. McKay didn't quite bring it down. Dibble was closely watching him. Clearing kick from down. He goes towards centre forward for the Panthers. Couldn't quite pick up, trying to tap that ball forward. Nothing quite doing. Tackles go charging in. Umpire called into duty once more. So I'll go to battle once more. Dibble still doing his ruck duties in the early minutes. Nice tackle over there by Casino and will be rewarded inside the centre square. And here we give the CYMS their first real opportunity. Up towards half forward, getting across the front there. Nice punch from Andrews. Perry looked at a rebound. Not a great pass. Went controlled at a quiet distance. Tambourine trying to claim the mark. Nothing quite doing for him. Only one-on-ones around the ball. Tight handle out from Tambourine, try to send them forward, nothing quite doing. Comes towards the front, Connell Tobin watching it closely. He sits on the outside, the tackles go to work, and we'll get repeat stoppages here at the Carey Sports Complex. Down once again. Do it. And umpires, they've been busy in this first quarter. Old Carey at home this season. Even record at 3-3. They'll play the remainder of their season here at home. The CYMS on the road, they're 3-4, so it only shapes to be a fantastic contest as they look to go forward. Alexander drives up towards half forward, just over the top there of Grummett. Chase back towards the flank here at 40. Bumped off it there was Malcolm. Keep right dead here for the CYMS. Had to go down to pick it up was Cuttajar. Braden Andrews looking very busy early. And another tackle to his stat sheet. Taking front position, Dibble did well, and lost his way through there was Warren. A couple of Warrens out there. Lockie Warren, number 21 for Williamstown, and Trent, number 13 for Old Carey. Newton Thompson tried to bring the ball down. Carey long, high up and on the ball. A flying from all angles. Thompson tried to bring it away. Couldn't quite do so. Second through there was Tambourine handled into traffic. It wasn't the wisest option because there was 3 Carey players right on the scene. 4.5 played. 4.5 played first term. Right side yet to register a score, but it's been living in the forward half for Carey. Marching out of here was Chandler. There's no one home. It lands inside the field of play. The umpire can pay insufficient intent. McCarthy stepped inside the field of play, had to get on by hand. So it's here for Bailey. Wheel under that left boot. Send up towards centre half forward. Competing for the front, he was Grunt. Couldn't quite take the mark. Rogan was Alexander. And with the feet it was. Nice one to Green. Had his kick smothered. And his favourite second line would have been absolutely desperate there to bring Centura. Just launches a long ball up towards the wing. With one hand, almost taking the mark on that occasion. Bruce Williams. Trapped here on the wing. There's about 5 Carey players in months. They can get it out and they're away here to see Wise. Brown can go towards centre half forward. This will work out alright. Sayers towards the flank. Numbers favour the white jumpers here. Beecroft in the pocket, throws on the boot, a chance, a miracle worker, Oliver Beecroft. That is a fantastic finish. And Williamstown got the first against the run of play. 6th place first term for Courtney and Patterson Ford. Williamstown 1 straight Carey yet to score.
Brilliant, as you said, in terms of the play, really against the it's really good play throughout the second gets the ball, just like essentially that we just have to get out, have a period under. You can tail it off periods when you get to the middle.
Just his 6th game of the season, Ollie, and his goal in all 6 of them. Certainly a goal a day contender for term group. Russian go battle once again. Couldn't quite winning away, and this man's been busy early. Chan just throws it on the boot up towards half forward. Couldn't quite take the mark there, Cockerell. The land his laces. Umpire's found a free kick. There's a hold going the way of the Panthers. They find themselves at halfback and want to switch things up towards the far side of the ground towards Neem, who's in the sleeves, and had a little fumble. A chance here for Williamstown for 2 in quick succession. Goes across the face for a minor score, but they've had 2 real genuine chances. Williamstown, they converted for 2 scores. Towards back flank for Andrews. Further along the line, Bailey's his target. Off hands, but to get it back. 1-2 is good with Waters. They'll continue to run inside. Carey just slinging their way out the defensive zone. Waters has got it again. He's in hot pursuit. Just in line with the racetrack here at Carey Sports. Going goes towards full forward. Nudged out of it. Probably a free kick. Almost could have gone the way there for Carroll. Nothing quite doing for him. And Carey looked to repel out towards far side of the ground, which is a long way from us as we're leading to. Finds himself now up true centre wing. Nice tackle out there by Connell Tobin. He has to go again, did well. And he'll get a ball up at true centre wing. Williamstown 1-1, Carey get the score. Rain is the last thing we need with all our notes in front of us, and purely for the class of the game as well. These 2 teams have been fantastic. As we say, this is an imperative contest in the context of both of their seasons reaching the finals. Both of them at 8 and 7. Williamstown currently sitting in 4th place, only 8% ahead of Old Carey, who are in 6th. 4 teams, as we said, sitting on 32 points. A nice intercept mark there from Taj McCarthy, right on the back flank. At the Carey Sports Complex. Just buying his time with a short pass at down there. Beat Waters, who goes further on the line. Waters for 22 possessions and 11 of them contested last week. Nice ball further along the line that found Grant. Playing this on their terms, right at Old Carey. Trying to slow things down as Williamstown, as you mentioned, they were finding themselves in this contest and into the corridor. Now they try to break them open. McCarthy feeds it on by hand and Carey to dart one forward. Just to the laces there of Godden off his hands. Handball comes inside. And I think quite doing Phil Waters. Just overran the footy ever so slightly. Trying to peel the front kick there with Williams. He didn't get any of that. Umpire watched it closely. And now he will blow his whistle. And we call him.
It was
About 50 from home. For old Carey, clearly put those forward and see what just on the fingertips there of Cockrell. Maybe the spits of rain are playing an early factor. Up towards half forward, Johnson completes from the back to the block. He's hanging to it because doing really well. He's here in game 100, picked up by Godden. He's 50 from home. Handball direction there of Horsey, but a spin out of trouble. Then got a foot. He's surrounded by about 5 white jumpers. Tambourine muscles his way up the contest. Will Chan again. Up towards the wing. It's not a great ball. Nice relieving mark taken by Harry Hill, the captain of the Panthers. Now, he's got him leading inside 50. The deepest here is pretty tight. Saw a few hits from him now. The tie is his way in the front of immediate pressure. Nice accolade there by Zach Provis. Neem goes again. Just sitting about 7 from home here for old Carey. Into the hot spot. Godden's going to compete, but holding his whip in the middle of his Hamish Tambourine. Goes out towards the wing and Provis with a run onto it as the rain begins to fall here at Carey. Provis finds himself tugged along the boundary line at true centre wing. That's not a great ball through the air. It has been cut off. Carey looks to repel from the back flank towards the broadcast side. Andrews. Have a little wonder, no one really around him, so he drives up towards the wing. It's not a great pass. Nick Provis. The one who takes to the leading mark to send Williamstown back on their way. The lane man here is Brown, who looked to give it away quickly, then run out of room, spun out the trouble, and then did well. Toe poke there from Beecroft, who's going to go towards the pocket. Looks out of right for Geordie Raymond into the team this week. Feels like he backs himself with the breeze, sort of doing all sorts. Who knows what he's capable of here, Geordie. 25 goals in 12 reserves games this year for Jordan Raymond. He's played 1 game at the top level, 2 goals that day as well. 2 inclusions in the team for Williamstown. Pace of it, different left. Just narrowly missed. I thought from the crowd reaction, I thought they liked it a lot more than Geordie did himself. 1-2-8 at Williamstown. Carey, there you get the score. Played 12 minutes in this first quarter for Courtney and Patterson Ford. Up towards the wing. No mark could be taken there from Wolfenden. Off a couple of hands. This is from Cutter Looks to send Williamstown back inside. Nice smart look to trap the ball in the wing. Had to attack it really aggressively. Waters did well. Now Carey on their way for up towards the flank. It's a nice careful ball there. The laces of Golden couldn't quite pick it up. Connell Tobin picks it up. Throws it towards full forward. Mackay's the target. Punched off hands. Out of bounds. Dowdy. It's a very tough job here. He did well enough to out of play. Back into play, Waters underneath it all. It's a little toe poke forward. Downing, well, just to throw the shoe into it. It's going to be coming back. Of course, 40-metre arcs here at Carey Sports Complex. That's a long kick that goes towards the square. Carry the distance entirely before forward. Free kick going the way of Williamstown. Main goal of this contest. Going the way of Ollie Beecroft. Feels like Carey had more balls in that forward half. A nice early fight and little ball, Aiden Carroll. As he sits down any time for this rising star this week. He drives the ball up towards the wing. Logan used the call out and do it. Slipped over as he tried to put the ball there to Scene. Those trickles towards the line. Close and watch it there was Wolfenden. And we got a bounce throw. Hopefully this is just one passing cloud because it looks to where the rain is coming from. It's a little bit bluer over to the right of us. Ball tossed back into play. Mackay took front position and had it knocked away from him. It trickles in the Carey direction ever so slightly. Back from there, Nick Provis did right feet inside towards Cutter. He slices that ball in towards the corridor. Not a great pass. He looks to mock things up. He's got targets out wide. One was elbowed on the wing, but he opts to go a little more corridor that down Horsey. Now Elwood to get his hands on the footy. He lands it through centre wing. Off to a little dribble handle. That was the right option towards Alexander. Still has enough time to find the footy. Drive up towards half forward. Good ball down Grumman. He squares things up here for Carey. Bill Green marks 50 from home. Looks off to go by hand, move the right option. The driving ball goes towards the goal base and just charge McCarthy. Willamstown 1-2-8 on Carey, just one behind, 15 played. First turn for Corbin and Patterson out towards the wing. It's like that from Bruin was good, brought to ground. Elwood come to beautifully and cut inside. Nice ball, Green gives it off by hand. And Dudwood gets full forward. You can't leave this man wide open the goal square. Just a rare lapse in defence from Willamstown. It means that Riley Thompson has popped up about 15 from home. Carey's best. 66 goals last season, Riley Thompson, including 7 in the Prem C Grand Final. He's only hit the 13 this year. Only one hope to take back. On Carey, they move to 2 behinds, Willamstown 1-2. You heard that it just runs down to our left. Sure, 9 times out of 10, Riley Thompson would be kicking that one. Special comments thanks to Hit Like This game changing protecting concussion management system. That kick goes out towards the wing, carrying off the repel once again. Really has been moving inside their forward half. Almost taking that ball went to the front, picking down from the rain. Checker Bailey, who runs from 50 to the top of the square, and that was a flying in, really punch over the top from Kanajar. He's going Thompson's playing up for his mates. Umpires will call in. Riley Thompson certainly claimed the goal over the Carey forwards. Watch and wait with anticipation. The umpire just having to pay off the knee. Riley. And goal was set. Riley Thompson does level things up here at Carey Sport Complex with his first of the day. He makes it 1-2-8. 1-2-8. Probably the more difficult one. It was almost inside the goal square. Pull off. It was acrobat. 2 goals last week from Riley Thompson. Already had his 1 in the first term. The rain has stopped, which is good to see. Hopefully the quality of footage turned to over the first 5 or 10 minutes because it was hot and pitching, snelling in the midfield for the Seawise. Didn't get away. Sayers was late too. Sayers named in the best of 3 of the last 4 games. Goals in 9 of the last 11. I'm over the top there from Green, trying to send the Seawise forward out towards the wing. Rocking up here was Andrews. They'll go back to go forward. Force got the footy again. Nice kick cutting inside with a full walking in. Defense on by hand, running in once again. Andrews back, couldn't quite do so. Looking up and watch this one closely. And diving over the top. Andrews just turning the tackler again. And right in front of us in the broadcast wing. They get a stoppage. Attack once again for Willamstown. A couple of things. The cancel from the bottom of the single forward. A couple of balls forward and sink the shoe with your balls. Get forward. 3-on-1 favoring Willamstown. There's a push. Down the way over Willamstown. Fullback. Across his line. Sends back to play. 19 played first term. Third play is 1-2-8. 1-2. A couple of hands. Nice step into the occasion from Aiden Williams. Ball down, way down for them. Umpire saw it indifferently to you, Cooper Watkins. Very rare that happens all. You're all over it generally. Ball toss back in play. Sayers muscles his way towards the contest there too is Vecino. With hands. Andrews. Got to square the ball in. It's a good ball from Wolfen. To send Carey in towards the corridor. Broken open on the wing. Chance here for Andrews. Can lower his eyes. In the Thompson direction, he got a little bit shorter. Green. 50 from home. In the hot spot. Not quite taking the mark. Stepping through a couple of minutes. Alexander can come from one close to us. It's Green. Can hear him. Chance's game is close. Trying to feed away by hand. Popping one over the top there. Couldn't quite get it on. Yes, throws not always half forward. Good purge from the kick too. Brilliant. Quite get a hand to it. The toe poke pass was good there from Raymond. Throws it out towards the pocket. Carroll sort of nudged away just as he get past. Bruin was tackled again and got rid of it illegally. Williamstown playing a little bit more intent. Rovers 70 from home. Towards the top of the square. Coming from all angles. Not got a clean hand to it. Crowing there was Tim Newton. We'll just sit about 20 out from Williamstown's goal. Get a stoppage. Nice. Deliberate entry. Do the rucks happening. Underground there was carrying to someone out towards the back flank of Wolfenden. He's marching his way, hugging the boundary line. Goes a little more corridor. Worked out right here for Alexander. He marks at half back and just looks to slow things down. Quite a low scoring contest here at the Carey Sports Complex. And there's a wish, I think, and they're going back to Alexander. Just set off his line and so slowly. Guys like it. And goes straight back towards them where it came from. Harry Hill. Skip up on old Carey. Drives up towards the wing. It's a good ball. Didn't have a centimetre work with there, Charlie Drummond. And it's just defensive side of the centre wing. He's been in the best last week. He's 19 possessions, Charlie, and 11 marks as well. Goes up towards the wing. Good ball. Down Jack Alexander. The wing up towards half forward. Thompson in good position again. Over his head. Looking to look in the pocket. Thompson across the face. It's okay. A genuine chance, but I like the intent at least. Goes through out of bounds for a boundary throw in forward pocket off Carey. In our Premier B match of the day on Zappa TV and Premier B Showcase round. Zappa Socials on Instagram, X, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok. Search Zappa or Zappa Women's. The best highlights. There is one from this one. The goal earlier from Beckhoff might just make on the chance. Bailey from the boundary. Bailey from the boundary across the face. Through for a minor score, but does give Carey the lead. Do lead for the first time today. 1-3-9. Played 1-2-8. Played 23 minutes in his first term, according to Passion Fort. Slightly was for a chance. 21 possessions, 14 contested last week. That was a poor handball in the end. Hopkins sitting there with Horsey, took it away, and the C1 defence are now scrambling. Goes back towards the chair in the pocket. Got a rush kick out towards the flank. And that has gone 16 to field of play. I thought it might have carried the journey out of bounds on the full. Meantime, corner. Tried to make the footy. Get a free kick down the way of the Seawise. Robbie Cockrell debuted in round 18 last year. His first game back in Prem B last week. His second game top flight. Throws it up towards the wing. Threw a couple of fingertips on him out there. Was Trent Warren. Get the bounce to throw in on the wing. It is remarkable, certainly from the broadcast, just how wide and long this ground. It is a monster of a field. Certainly suit the Panthers running down the season. Handball from Provis looks to send themselves forward up towards the target. There's a staggering target there. McCarroll, 1-2, got it. Aiden McCarroll had a couple attempts at it. And it's the genuine size on him, certainly from the distance to the standout. He'd have to be 200 plus. Nine goals in 3 under-19 games. Aiden McCall's got 2 goals in all 4 games in this senior team to Williamstown. This to put the CYMS back in front. Aiden McCall from right on the 40, started out to the right. Missed that way. So that levels the score once again. We tick for 25 minutes of this first term. Courtney and Patterson forward is 1-3, plays 1-3. Switch it back towards this side of the ground. Name marks in his back pocket. Holds his eyes toward Isaac Elwood, featured in last year's under-19 showcase. Last week was the first time not being named among the better players for round 8, despite having 21 possessions. A long way once again. Warren in the back pocket, flank rather. Send it further along the wings of Grace. Really does pick up here at Carey. Colton through his fingertips, feeds it in by hand. That's done there by Newton along the ground. From like Colton goes again. He emerges with the footy here. His team drives it up towards half court. Flying from all angles. Always go flying on top of each other. The umpire signals play on. Once again, McCall just throws it onto the hand. Trying to gain about 5 or so metres. Not quite working for him. Off a couple of fingertips. McCall's got it again. Throws up towards half court. And landing in the hole. Give Williamstown a chance to put themselves back in front. Aiden Williams, who 5 goals in his last 5 games. Tick towards the end of this first term. Quarter time siren. Gives Williamstown a 6-point buffer at the first change. A low scoring quarter. It was a genuine wobbler, but they all count the same if they go through. That moves Williamstown to 2-3-15. Old Carey to 1-3-9. It is quarter time here at Carey Sports Complex. Only 3 goals have been kicked in this contest. 1 right there on the siren there to Williams, 1 also Beecroft. Goal of a contender for turn group, the first of the day, and 1 to Riley Thompson. It's quarter time here at Carey. And Williamstown by 6 points.
Couldn't get a win, but yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's coming. Welcome back to the Carey Sports Complex. Here's a one-goal margin here favouring the visiting Willamstown CYMS. They lead 2-3-15 to Old Carey 1-3-8 drawn alongside Mount Special Concepts. The hit IQ's game-changing protect concussion management system. Here's Coop Watson. Coop, what'd you make of that first term? Once again, Green worked very hard in his opening term. He did have a sprint in the first one. Also, the sun is out, as typical Melbourne does. Ever so close towards September. The best goes towards the forward line. Block getting away. Mark almost taking out from Williams. A couple of fingertips. Line the correct on that occasion there was Sayers. Just overlaps him. Then judging through. And a kick smothered. Once again, Chan just had to strip it away from him. Working hard still. And finally, ball comes to a halt. Yeah, stop it. Sent half forward for the Sea Whites. Led by a solitary kick. In the played second term for Josh Craig. Goes towards the pocket. Right. Flames the Sea Whites. And it's a nice mark in the pocket. And we've got a perfect view of this. There's this man, Zach Provers, too. Last week, slotted 5 majors. Last time they met, slotted 5 majors. Of course, he joined the Vapor Socials during the week. 2 genuine hangers with Zach Provers. This is Williamstown, a 2-goal buffer from in the pocket. It's pretty good off the ball. That is a fantastic finish from Zach Provers. He kicks his first of the game. And Williamstown, they move 2 goals clear to open the second term. They move to 3-3-21. Old Carey, 1-3-9. Way to score goals, just put it in the lead lane of the forwards and they can go ahead and convert around the grounds thanks to a turn group here in Premier B. It is Corfu Movements by 13 points currently over Old Camberwell. As Carey drive themselves up towards the forward line, Thompson takes the mark. And this would be a perfect reply should he be able to convert. He's certainly been the most likely type up there for Carey so far. One goal, 1 so far for his afternoon. Third look at things already. Riley Thompson sets that one away. That looks like a pretty good ball. And he loves it. He's kicked his second. He brings things straight back to a 1-kick game. Williamstown 3-3-21, Carey 2-3-15. We'll just finish up those around the grounds for turn group of Ivanhoe. Old 3-goal lead over Old Geelong. Old Trinity doing what they need to do over Fitzroy. They led that game by 40 points. Just a 1-goal game when Carey moves down. And a pretty tight contest at Elsternwick Park. Old Melburnians against Hampton Rovers. The Rovers currently leading by 5 points, searching for their first win of the year. New hostilities here in the middle of Carey Sports Complex. Had to get rid of it quickly, but somehow spun it all. Tambourine did really well. Throws up towards the forward line, positioning himself here. A chance for Williams just over his hands up so slightly. Chan did well once again to throw that ball forward. Andrews just to help things up ever so slightly now. Locks up on the flank. Can't really get in front of him to it, but finally Carey with a couple of slip hands. Courtesy of McCarthy and Andrews, who find themselves through the middle of the ground. They have to play a bit more intent. Green goes on one hand, Cairns Hogan goes for a run towards ball forward. It's a perfect pass as well. Quinn Mackay marks about 35 from home and can level the game here. Quinn Mackay's played 2 games directly charges this season, 3 goals last week. There's some level proceedings from right on the arc, directly in front, it's drifting across the face of the Blues. Just absolutely comfortably to the left hand side. Carey, they close within 5 points of the visitors. They're 2-4 Williamstown for 3. All we brought back play. Outside, numbers here, favourite matches. Fighting play just to work out just fine. We go quickly. And they have got numbers out the back here to Williamstown. Lee Beacock takes the mark. He's held up ever so slightly. Clever there from Sammy Dean. Williamstown certainly had the +1 on the line. Fighting there from Sage away by Charlie Thomas over, who's on the line who's played in the 9-man showcase last season. Got a good pace of it. Newton was just nudging good in that cave by Dillon. That was the side chance for Bailey, who throws the arm out, then handballs it, not really to anyone in particular. It was Drew. That was the side of the contest. Chance knocked off his opponent there was Thompson. Nothing to clean hand to it. It's been a really hot start in his second term. So scrubby kick works out right from Elwood. Goes long towards Clark, who felt like he could have earned himself a 50. Nothing quite doing for him. Drops it in towards half court, and Thompson's got it again. Well, it hasn't quite been his season so far, Riley, compared to last season, that is. But he's found himself everything done so far for Carey against one of the girls. One goal in each of the quarters so far. Riley Thompson has kicked both the goals for Carey. He's now kicked all three. That is a fantastic effort and puts Carey in front.
That first one, he was too far away.
Checking around the grounds as well in the Billion Bucket Premier Men's. Old Scotstoun Burners has a really close game as far as the relegation battle is concerned. Just a 1 point lead to the Cardinals. Collegians trailed by 11 points to the Old Zabs. An upset brewing maybe. D-Lar leading Old Brighton by 2 points. The one we're also keeping an eye on is the Uni Blacks and the Uni Blues, University Derby. It's the Blacks who currently led by 4 points. That's a nice leading mark, taking a half back for the Seawise. Putting a bit of a stem on the pins. Kick comes towards the Van Hamish team, right? A fair bit of it. 24 disposals, 6 tackles, 6 clearances last week, and he's certainly accumulating some numbers pretty close to that. Actually gone out of bounds on the floor off the heels. One of the players, I think, will be a free kick down the way of the Seawise. Down the umpire certainly seemed about to bounce on the full. And now I've seen confirmation it will be a free kick. He was pretty content taking the free kick. He just had himself marginally put there by Nick Bruin. He's been throwing the defence to take that match up, and it's a short ball. He found Horsey on the wing. Towards Elwood, who just walked the first time and throws up towards half forward the second. One's a flying in. On the ground there was Nick Rovers. Towards the corridor, had to go again. Nothing quite doing it. They tried to go towards the corridor here to the Panthers. Nothing quite working for them. Ready to take on the flank. He's on special points for protect concussion management system. You can see why all over switching, particularly on a velocity day, it becomes a lot more unpredictable. And what you're going to do, you can try and shake things up. Barrel once again, you can compete from the back. Nice tackle later on from Xavier Snelling. Carey 3-4, Williamstown 3-3. We played 9 minutes in the second term for Jealous Craig and West. The flying kick goes goal. Chance here from Wolfenden. Awfully close. But he has missed out to the left-hand side. But they've been doing all the scoring in the last 5 to 10 minutes. Have Old Carey. They only lead it by 2 points. 23 plays 21. Long kick comes up. Yeah, probably should have taken the mark in there, losing through this contact. A chance to go again. Had his kick smothered. I think there was blue borders. And the umpire will be called into duty for a ball in. Maybe we can give the players an excuse for the swirly breeze just darting off. They anticipated the last second. So Barrow once again busy all day here. Ball will find itself over and out once again off a couple of fingertips. Second quarter for Jealous Craig NOS, setting benchmark for the highest customer service standards that they proudly own their reputation for delivering premium residential sales and property management services. 2-point lead to Carey. Strung a couple of scores together for the last 14 of the game back. Almost got the goal in the early stages. A little darting from Elwood goes inside the forward line. Couldn't quite find a target. Elwood picked up his own footy again and tried to spin out of trouble. Finds itself in a really dangerous position. Thompson can have it either sticks for his fourth, just had the handball it instead. Chance here for Horsey, he's working dangerously. Just stops at the top of the goal square. Tries the ball going answered. And a flying shot out of nothing. And Carey have got another one. I think it might be Riley Thompson again who's kicked his fourth if it is. Hard to work out from here, but I saw the boys going to Riley Thompson, so we're going to put it down for his fourth. And he has had a fantastic start to this game. 4 goals in only 11 minutes into the second term. Carey 4-5, Willamstown 3-3, all 4 goals. Defenders that have come off the boot. Little Maestro in the forward line. A couple of fingertips done. Forward to Robert Chan. Ball up to the inside. South Street. This thing might for Will Chan, who's been absolutely fantastic today. He plays his 400th career game between juniors and seniors. It's a fantastic achievement for him. That ball for the wing, not going to clean hand to it. This is a genuine scrap. There is Chan. He's tackled by Jack Alexander. And ball goes towards the corridor and Elwood looks inside the forward line and just bombs it over the top of the ball. Elwood goes goal square. How does it bounce for him? Not too kind. There's the CYMS defence just to rush that one through. It is certainly becoming more noticeable compared to where he's going to that scrimmage. Slowly it's becoming more impressive for Carey how they held up Willamstown in his first quarter. Calajar marks on his back flank. Goal and 11 possessions for him last week. Dumps this ball up towards the wing. Numbers here favour the Panthers. They're looking at a difficult task to take down Aiden McHale. That's exactly what they did. And both teams will take that format to the win. Favour the Panthers. Room. Half back up towards the wing. Thompson was in there. Didn't quite bring it away. Nice leading mark there from Cullen here. Got the CYMS towards the wing. They'll get a clean hand away. Still lost some laces and get a boundary throw in. Halfway played in the second term for Jealous Craig in the West. Old Carey leads Willamstown 30 plays 21. In towards the corridor. Alexander was among those in the middle of the ground. Thompson was working dangerously. Now a chance here for Graham. Defeated off by hand. Then goes by foot up towards half forward. Nothing quite doing for him. Worked out alright. Willamstown, but the kick has been fantastic now. The Panthers get the cut through the middle of the ground towards Bailey. He feeds it on by hand here for Charlie Connell-Tobin, who's about 70 from home. Sends it towards full forward. Not taken again. You wouldn't believe who's got it. And that is 5 of the best for Riley Thompson. This is some sort of afternoon he's putting together. He took all 5 to Carey. Jason Bentley all over that. Palm down goes forward for Carey once again. 19 just overran the football. Comes out towards Bailey, whose bump as he kicked it. Comes out towards half forward. He just goes past Sayers. Umpire recording the ball up on the left-hand centre square forward half of Carey. They've kicked the last 4 goals of this game. They've opened up a 15-point buffer on their finals rivals. We don't need to remind you just how close it is in Premier B. Only percentage separates 4th and 7th of Willamstown, who hold 4th position. They've had the last 3 games. Their chance of finals slowly fading, particularly in this 8-point contest. And they'll go forward. McCarthy within 10. Bailey. Chance here for Bill Green. Stoppage. Holding himself at ground level there was Brown. They're not going to claim possession away. Something like Tom's wing. Some sweep hands. Chan. Back to Messina. Starts to back and throws up towards half forward. Otis. Brown's brilliant pick up his ground. Taking the line for what's going on here instead. That chance here for the Seawise. Towards the forward. Mark should have taken the last bit, and it is by Jordy Raymond. Over to our left. Jordan Raymond, just his second game up in the seniors for the season. Just taking his time from the top of goal square. You suspect he has no trouble. He's already marked it down on the scoreboard before he's even put boot the ball. Gallo opens rolling. And so he jumps that one through. And Raymond has kicked his first, reducing the margin just to 9 points. Carey there, 5-6, Willamstown CYMS 3. Zach Davis. Four goal scorers for Willamstown, 5 goals from 1 goal scorer for Old Carey. Just joined us, certainly the best on ground so far. Riley Johnson, all 5 goals for Old Carey. And then 10 goals in the first 5 games. Calvin DeSena hasn't quite found his sticks for the last 3. To try to get some freedom off the deck, couldn't quite do so. Stabbing pass goes high rather from Horsey. Thompson had flying from the side. Asked a lot of him, and the blokes got flying on top of each other. Umpire's going to find a free kick here, going away to Seawise for holding the footy. And ball there from Robbie Cockrell. Throw out towards the back flank, and the visitors look to play a little bit more intent. Can't trail by 9 points. Penny towards the corridor. Cockrell's got it again. And in the best from 8 out of 13 under 19's game. It wasn't a kick. Sayers marks. He plays on quickly. He runs to 50. And it was a punt to 3-on-1. Showing the ball promised. The Seawise crowd are very pleased with that one. And Zachy Clovis can bring the game back to 3 points. Goals from his last 4 games coming into this contest. He's already got 1, and he has scored. It's going to be second. It's a 3-point game here at Carey Sports Complex. 36 plays 33, second quarter scoreboard for Jules Carey in the West. Right into the middle of the ground. Bailey will do it again. Time on in this second quarter. It's a close game coming into it. Both teams locked at 8 and 7, fighting for finals in the final couple of weeks. Again, exactly that game. Waters drives out towards the flank. Non-bite take the mark. Thompson was looking dangerous at ground level. Closely watching him on the occasion of making that through. And that ball is up and in. David throwing. Half forward and the wing. Roll Carey. Tobin drives it. Connell Tobin drives it. It's gone a long way from the top of the squares. It's gone all the way. I think we call it a touch from the goal umpire, but a free kick to go on the way of Williamstown. The ball is carrying to actually 5 or 10 metres to that end of the ground, so I don't think you can blame Charlie too much for giving himself a chance. 24 positions in a goal last week. Certainly dead straight. We have the perfect view of it here. To the right of the screen. Throwing opposite flank to us, Carey Sports Complex. I'll carry there 5-6, Williamstown CYMS there 5-3. I'll bring it back into play. From back there to Devil to Bell on occasion against Newton. Structure on the flank, another player free throw. Topo had down to the 4 to go on the way off Williamstown. Last 2 goals off this contest. Right up towards the winner. Nice mark taken there from Nick Bruin. Was a corridor. Pass through the air. The Seagulls get to repel. Nice ball there from Kyle. Left to 74. Numbers are plenty. One on the long lines of McCarroll, who's take that mark and back out and paid it. A good piece of it. Yeah, Aidan McCarroll. And probably indifferent to get a boundary throwing half forward. So he wants. Toss back into play. Oversees both the rucks. Comes towards the corridor. Just over at his draft as well there from Lockie Downey. Fingertips and exactly with Robbie Cocker, who was emerging with the footy at centre half forward. Now a clean hand to it. To get work on this one. Baker tried to roll that ball forward at centre half forward. Here for the CYMS, holding his look outside of the Sailors and get his hands on footy. And then lower his head. I definitely saw the line of the knees. Still on himself to free kick. Nice ball up there from Charlie Graham. 24 plays seconds, it's by 3 points. Along towards the flank, not to it. I thought it was about 2 or 3 fingertips on that one. Nonetheless, Williamstown get it to play their way along the wing. Isn't going to work out because Rocky Gordon is taking it. And they are playing exactly kick to kick, just going back and forth on the far side of the ground. He's going to hold up in the breeze and the kick will continue. This time Charlie Graham was taking the second mark. He's play with some teammates. McCarthy just wants to hold it and aggressive pass to Colin Tobin, who was impeded as he marked. There's that post. Should come to the broadcast when Colin Tobin does exactly that now. Downhill. Play on immediately. Leads it on by hand. Jesson's offense here, brilliant. Goes towards the middle of the ground. Names all the targets between Carl and Carey. And they're set up really well. CYMS, they're not in any rush whatsoever. Along the outstretched kick, Roberson out of flight. But we saw a couple of those last week in the breeze. They just sort of pushed that ball that left of them first slightly. Hill, and there was a corridor. Trying to size things up. Graham takes the mark and plays on kick towards Waters. Bailey now in the hands of the footy. Send out towards the pocket. Numbers here favour the CYMS. Had to compete from the front. Off a couple of fingertips, looking dangerously there is Clark. Tries a ball. Currently go unanswered. Umpire circles and circles and now calls for it. About 35 from home here for Old Carey. Ruff's got a battle once again. Mackay tapped over his head. Waters turned tackler. Once it there was Chan. A banner to throw in. The arc makes the paint at half forward. Broadcast side to Old Carey. The Panthers lead it by 3 points. Ball tossed back in the play. Holding front position there was Newton. Brought it to the ground. A flying shot out and nothing goes towards the top of the goal square. Through for a score. Margin at 4 points. Old Carey 5-7-37. CYMS 5-3. Not blind to Carey forward because Greaves might sort of throw anything at you. Take the best shot and let it fly in there. No something from Carroll. Free kick down the way. Williamstown CYMS. The greatest of passes. Back the ball from the 50 from the way from Carroll. Go by hand and then by foot towards the pocket. Not a great ball. Probably should have taken the mark down the middle through his fingertips. And a chance here. Provis is calling for it at the goal square. It's in the land on his head. Provis will fly from the back. One hand to it at the second. Pulls a play on the CYMS square. They won't be happy. Big fly there. And if I go in the air, I'll come with fingertips. Sayers moves it closer towards the top of the goal square. They're scrambling for the Old Carey defence. Through one, through two, and through for a rush behind. Little sigh of relief there from the Carey defence. And that ball, I thought it might have stayed momentarily, but the umpire sort of the way to get the ball in. All 5 goals for Old Carey in this contest. Somehow emerged with the footy, took a bounce and drive it towards half forward. Thompson by hand to give the 1-2. Thompson's going in there, he's going to run the 40, almost left it behind. Hamill was a pocket again. This is a fantastic play from Carey, and it means that Quinn Mackay can finish it off. They move to 6-7-43 to the Panthers. CYMS, they are 9 points in the rears. The ball just back in the middle. Most certainly have a 9-point lead to Old Carey. Play in the middle of the ground. Diving over the top there was Will Chan. Back from him towards half forward here for the Panthers. A couple of fingertips now, had a clean hand to it. Dribbling balls alright. Elwood over the top. Chance here for Green. Can run to 45 and extend the Panthers lead once again. 2 in as many minutes for Old Carey, and that margin is out to an equal game high, 15 points in the blink of an eye. Season high, 29 disposals, season high, 21 contested possessions last week as Will Green to go along with the goal, and 10 finishes as well, if you don't mind. Fantastic from Will Green last week. Himself on goal scorers once again. Ball tossed up in the middle of the ground. Dibble to go by hand. Kick out the middle from the CYMS and then go to the fly Jeremy for the umpire. By hand and Newton to Bailey and now Hill. Towards half forward in the land position. It's an awkward bounce. Almost fading onto him in the end. And Hill back 3 player players. I think the decision's really well there. just overran the footy there, did Thompson. He's going to try and turn tackle up. Nick Provis at half-back works out all right. Slade throws it up towards the wing, thinks she really fly. Got one piece of it, maybe not away from him, Williams. Just munching themselves. There's some slipping balls on the long driving ball towards Provis. They can press from the front and work it out the full well and to Nick Bowen. Very pleased. Well, Carey faithful to our left. A bit more vocal. Wobbly ball goes out towards the flank. Completely misread through there, Nick Provis. 7:49 old Carey, Willamstown CYMS 5-4. Last two of the game have gone the way of the hosts. Aggressive punting, double trying to gain some ground. Going absolutely nowhere. Dead Padge up at the bottom of the goal. 32 minutes in the second term for Dallas Craig in the West. Elwood's going to have to try and dive over the top of the footy. Turn tackler in the end, umpires in the circle. And call for it. Nicely right there, Cooper Brown. Descending C-Wise forward, couldn't quite do so. Borders, stiff arm. Go forward, Elwood on the footy again, kicks towards the corridor. It's an aggressive option, but it's only one-on-one to the ground. An aggressive jumping tackle wasn't quite seen. Lane tackle. So 32 and a half played second term and closing on half time was an enthralling 8-point contest in both of these. Tennis finals campaigns, one of the footy there, Nick Horsey trying on the right boot, shrugged the tackle there, Nick Clark, then did well to fed on by Hunter, dribbling ball at the top of the square, and full commitment, full jet on the footy, and sends it out towards the back front. The Seawise looking to hold things up here. Maybe a goal-saving play there in the last one for the Seawise, leading us into half-time. It is 7:49. Oh, Carey Willamstown there, 5-4-34. The scoreboard it reads 7-8. On our players graph, it says 7-7, and I've got 7-7 in front of me as well. We'll make sure we get the score right. It's a 2.5 goal lead. We'll say it is to Old Carey here at half time. Special comments. Thanks to game change and protect. System can use that 50 $50 off at hitiq.com. How did you do the first term? That's half, I should say. The other two teams, of course, we mentioned that both of these sides are 8 and 7. There's two other teams that are split on percentage. Of course, Old Camberwell currently down against Caulfield from Marion. They trail by 4 points. And the other team, Old Geelong, facing Old Ivanhoe. They trail by 11 points. So the only ones that will make the move into the top 4 outright will be Old Carey as things stand. Live other teams to well, let's finish off those around the grounds 4-turn group. It is, as we say, Caulfield coming by 4 points over Old Camberwell. 45 leads Old Geelong, 36. Trinity and Fitzroy is a 41-point lead to Old Trinity. Old Carey, 15-point leaders over the Seawise. And the Old Melburnians and the Hampton Rovers in a very tight contest there, just a 2-point lead for the OMs. That's the round of grounds for Pen B. As far as William men's is concerned, it's Old Scotch who led by 16 points over St Bernard's. Relegation battle. Collegians have moved in front of the Old Zabs. Upset brewing there on Brighton, got back on top of De La Salle. A 10-point lead for Collegians, a 17-point lead for Old Brighton. St Kevin's have currently moved themselves in front of Old Haileybury. University Derby currently goes the way of the Wings Blues. They're also in that relegation fight. This is a little halftime show for Oldham Construction Lawyers. The man of the moment so far, Riley Thompson, 5 goals for Old Carey. He's been absolutely everywhere. construction and property, or of course online. We'll go to a break. That's the official weekly podcast is For the Love of the Game. With all the latest news, and happenings from around the Rapper. You can download it wherever you get your podcast. Of course, tune in to the Rapper socials. You saw last week that closed a couple of hangers. All you got to do is see those. Search Vapper and Vapper Winners across Instagram, X, Facebook, LinkedIn and TikTok. In order to do that, to get up to date with everything that's happening around the Vapper by subscribing to our socials. It's half time here at Carey Sports Complex. He's old Carey, who leads by 15 points.
God, you must be bloody cold. It is pretty cold.
You probably need a Carey beanie, mate.
No, that's alright.
Do you need anything to eat? You're all right,
No, I appreciate it.
Sure. All good?
Yeah, anything. No worries. Appreciate it.
You know the hail's coming, don't you?
It's on its way.
Oh, well, just having a look. Keep an eye on it there, because I don't want you...
Get too wet.
Yeah, wait, if it comes in, it'll get you. I think it's wetter.
Too much. Too much. Yeah, no, I'm the exact same. Go, let's go. Easy as you like.
Oh, I better not spill me coffee right over all the tea over all these.
You should be fine.
I don't think that's it.
goal to 3, third term. Wellington, he's got 5 goals to half time by this stage as it is. The Panthers will lead the CYMS by 15 points. It was a genuine 8-pointer in the context of the Premier B finals race. Just joining us this side of the break, we mentioned only percentage separates 4th and 7th, exactly where these two teams lie. Inside the top 4. Continental top out of 4. Disappointing season. Try and turn the tide around. Basically 4 consecutive losses in a row. That's old Carey. 7-7 plays 5-4. On special comments to pick by few games to protect the concussion management system. It was a really dominant first term, particularly from Riley Thompson. They did sort of feel like the team maybe 2 or 3 goals. What feels like the right margin. Third term gets up and away from Crypto Experts. About 60 from home. Poking towards the pocket. Using some air time. One hand, Jordan is going to take it behind. Up the handball inside. Then he's got some trouble. Walking against 40 from home. He just sends it really high into the breeze. This quarter of Carey. God, it was really courageous. They left the ball behind there. They've got a chance here for the Panthers. And they've got the first 30 seconds. I think Alex Dan going into his foot through the first and the second half with his first game. He's exactly the start with Giles and the Panthers running after. Goals last week for Dan Goggins and himself on the scoreboard here today. Come away from the middle of the ground and move down for a 21-point lead. The Panthers didn't into the breeze to call them. He's up to it. Taking off the half. Off we go for the fish lead. Carey vs. Willamstown CYMS. Why will we call it 30 out of Carey's goal. Perfect start this side of the half. I'd say it's more important because rain we anticipate is on the way. It's gotten very grey since half time. From Pera to Warren. Now the CYMS can drive themselves outdoors. They're in position. It's an absolute foot race out there, Chan. It's the first one we made it. Pushed towards the counter line. Stays inside the field of play. Beecroft, Bell to Marshall, a couple and then stick it towards half forward. Claims the call from the umpires. Touched off the boot. Beecroft's going to get it again. Towards the corridor. A little bit here of Jamboree did well. The ball's inside. Will Chant swinging the boot forward. Upwards and pull forward. Couldn't quite get a hand to it. Probus dive on top of the twin knee. Working dangerously. Get a stoppage. This time about 30 out from Williamstown's goal. Palm down there for the CYMS with Dewell. Oh, there's a slight lift here for old Carey. Going to work out right now, taking a half-back flank. Slow things down. A hot start to this third term, playing with real intent and ferocity. Just a 100 pounds line to old Carey. Now with Alexander. Switch is something that you like to do a bit more often, so here we're going to take note exactly that. Next in the chain, here was Nick Bruin, completely uncontested at half-back, so he's going to wander along the line, and he's going to compete and knock big fist over the top from Dan Callaghan. And he had one intention, and he got exactly what he was after. Chancey from the Carroll really the footy. Lovely pick up and handball there from Cockrell. Just having CYMS an opportunity with Carroll. Bump away. Now old Carey. Right, so down the wing, but wide jumpers. Brown. Back in 13 disposals last week. He sends it just full forward. But Carroll one hand to it and then cuts it off. Misjudged off right of the footy there from Carroll. Swings out towards the far side of the ground. Mark's on his front plane. He's getting really breezy. Here at Carey's ball's off Western Lane. Suggest not too far away. It's awfully cold here as well. Clark up towards half forward, just skilled them all. Got to try and get a goal side. The fullback's got get the topo to it. Looks like the McPurchase who was after. Really stuck the lead over the top. I think this is now like a cutter jar. Both got into blocking. Their chances for a goal there. Quite doing it right. Blocked up 35 out from Carey's goal. I got the only goal of this third term. He can go long, so got short in one. Hands of Rob Chan. Double bounce out towards half forward. Not quite taking the mark. Close to one. This occasion gives me Carroll on his way. Zach Boris like the type was saying during half time take a big margin, really trying to set things up. So march from the wing up towards half forward. It's not a perfect pass, it's been cut off. Now taken by Lockie Downing. Towards the corridor, it's a brave pass and a good pass. They found Carter, he can go long into the Carroll direction. He's back under the footy. Well done there by Trent Warren. Just a bit more muscle. He goes in the Thompson direction and just holds up in the breeze. Intercepting mark here from Cooper Brown. Can send him forward once again, but Carroll's a target. This time he's got it, and he will dribble home CYMS first for the second half. Bit of a delayed reaction from the crowd. That had me a little bit concerned that I'd got the call on CYMS. They have moved to 6-4-40. Old Carey, 15 points in front as it was at half time. They're 8-7. First of the game. Any time from this rising start from the previous week. Down forward once again to see what lovely clearance from Sayers to a full forward from McCarroll. Right on cue, Aiden McCarroll could have 2 in a minute himself. Maybe he's going to be one to break this game open for the CYMS. Changing conditions, they won't suit him too often, but as you say, it's get it long and high in Hayden's direction and make the most of this kick will be from about 30 out and direction in front. Onto the game, high 21-point lead, now we're cut to just 9-8. McCarroll's got 2 in a minute. It's game on once again here at Carey Sports Complex. Williamstown CYMS, they move to 74-46. Carey 8-7. For Imperial Wealth Crypto Experts, the White and Cal Cameron, market leaders in crypto, mining and investment. As past players, they're committed to giving back to the Panthers as a key sponsor. Take your first steps in crypto mining and digital currency. Heading over to imperialwealth.com. So once again, the CYMS going forward. This time Carroll White goes to the ball. Couple of hands. This will work out all right. McCarthy featured in comments for the front team earlier this month. Perfect pass by him. Tuck away over the top. Luke Bailey is also featured in there. Coburg is the rain is certainly starting to set a little bit more now. And saw spits in the first half. Wind caught a fair bit of sun for the second term. The rain has certainly arrived here at Carey Sports Complex, but I look at the radar, it won't be around for too long. Another instant and mark if you're down in the last 5 to 10 minutes. Forcing a perfect pass through the air. That ball has been intercepted along the far side of the ground. Newman has marked it between half back in the wing. Following 2 consecutive Willamstown CYMS goals, maybe trying to slow things up. Probably a push in there. The umpire has seen the free kick will go in the way of Downey once again. Featured in majority of games in the Premier Division this season. It's a careful pass. Umpire blindside, but the ball stays in play nonetheless. And just to get in the corridor, just turn the tackle up, drop the mark. Right in the goal line. Casino eyes the sticks and misses out to the right hand side, but once again you see just that extra carry on the ball. Journey was easily met there by Casino as Mean brings it back to play. Ball. He ranks third in Premier B for intercept marks and fourth for intercept possessions. Sitting with the doing today on intercepts. Rolling through into part of the chain with a switch and now Nice want to bring it towards the corridor. It's an aggressive handball towards the end. The 1-2 was good. Panthers can find themselves in the lead with Charlie Connell Tobin. And that works well like Clark. They can go quickly if they want. Clark goes in the Thompson direction. He's dangerous. He's got goal side. With shoulder play. Thompson couldn't quite get the ball in play. They throw in and let him play. Third term for Imperial Wealth Crypto Experts. So Carey point buffer. By Brown, towards the paint by Carter. Quickly Chad rushes, he kicked it. Not a bad ball in the air. It was him in favour of the Panthers. Bailey tackled and got rid of it illegally. Beautiful tackle laid there by Tim Green. So CY's back straight up the corridor. They're playing aggressive here to CY's when they're in possession. A lovely ball towards centre forward, just over the top there of Cockerell. You see it favourite the man Blackmail look to roll through the middle of the ground with real intent. Connell Tobin drives it towards half forward for Godden. Just over his fingertips, well in there from Carter. Of course, as the runners arriving. Now they've got some set. They lead 7-5. After they dominate the CY, that ball is touched. Right by the scoreboard. 13 minutes in this third term Imperial Wealth Crypto Experts, but he's once in as well. They've taken 30 minutes contest. Ryan Thompson not quite had the impact he's had in the first half. No, that's it. Nicely done there by Clark. Just a nice ball forward. Bailey in the pocket. Eyes the sticks across the face. No real intent with that kick. That's the second goal. Overhead spoiled from Drummond. With all that he could. Probably lost a little bit as he was looking up the deep run to knock that ball out of play, ball in. half there from Warren. So half forward. Probably should have taken the mark. A little bit slippery still out there from McCarroll. Get the ball in play, feeds it inside. On that occasion, Eddie Brown just to keep the ball alive. The break is going the way of Williamstown. The advantage wasn't quite there. And it's a hold the ball free kick going the way of old Carey. Good note as well. Lockie Warren just stayed down a little bit longer behind play as well. Maybe we'll keep an eye on that injury update to come from Port Victoria. Does seem to be alright, just back in his twos and running, so whatever it was, very inconvenient, but minor. Old Carey, all of a sudden they switch things and trying to loophole around the back. Looking to quite work out. Del Carjar, the one that cut this off at true centre wing, far side of the ground. Certainly a shift in momentum in this quarter of Carey that can force to defend a lot. There's a lot of long balls from the team. Goes in the McCarroll direction, almost took the mark. He's in the middle, about 3 Carey defenders. Price the ball, Will there for free kick, CYMS. They're just hunting a little bit more this point. Williamstown noticing that their season is really on the line these last 3 weeks. And those 1% efforts will go a long way. Blood balls and players been making their way from the ground. Geordie Raymond, the ones who take the got 1 goal, 1 to date. 2 goals in 1 prior seniors competition. Big Luke Rainbow right behind him. Beautiful shot this one. Geordie Raymond wants the umpire. He's happy with things as he is now. Midway third term. Just to bring it back to a 2-goal game. The last 2 goals have gone the way of Williamstown. This would make it 3-9. Geordie Raymond on the runway. They'll kick from about 35 out on a 45-degree angle. We'll get some air time and allows the breeze to do its thing. Try to punch it a little bit more. It's a minor score. The Seawise have been far more impressive this quarter and reduced the margin to just 7 points. Going back the way of Williamstown. Warren pass it long. Ball lands short. He expected to go on extra. Jimmy didn't quite do so. Zimmerman takes the leading mark and now old Carey Lucas one taken on the far side of the ground. By Zimmerman, it wasn't quite working for him, so he's cut back in board. Elwood. Inside mark here from Progress. He wants it long into McCarroll direction. He's got 3 jumpers around him. McCarroll almost fell under the line. Almost a very ugly incident. Trying to flick it. Couldn't quite pick it up. Who it was, but will flick out the side of the contest, and it means that Williamstown will get another look. This will be Robbie Cockrell. Will it be Cooper Brown? I think it might be the latter. No, it will be Robbie Cockerell right initially. I should be backing myself more often. 17 possessions and 11 contested last week. In just his 2nd career game at senior level. Gave it in round 18 last year. Robbie Cockerell to bring it back to just a 1-point game. 3 in a row to the Seawhites. 18 played in this 3rd term of Carey. Almost gone still, 8-7, plays 8-6. First goal this term went away by Carey, got out to a game high 21 points. The next 3 was South Gone by the Seawhites, and they're looking for more. Out towards half 4, there is a player down the middle of the ground for the Seawhites. We'll keep an eye on that one. In the meantime, Hamilton tried to go out towards Robbie Chan, didn't quite work for him. Player in the middle of the ground there is Aiden Williams. He's slowly getting up. The ball finds itself on the wing. Horsey is on all fours, just had it knocked away from him. And he'll get the ball up and very gingerly. He is up now, Aiden Williams. Maybe a corky. He's limping his way towards the bench, which is also right in line with this contest. Thompson will compete from the front, couldn't quite bring it away. He's going to try and turn and tackle on a little toe block goes forward. Right here for Carey. It's a 2-on-2. In the contest about lovely pick up. Culture. Then had to get in the way. Tries a ball around and Culture was almost run into again. Jumped over the top there, won. Got himself a free kick and Thompson tackled. Trying to help his case, but I've never seen an umpire change their mind. Umpire made that call. Now on the rucky, Williams, good to see him back up and well. It is a little bit chippy. We're getting to that point of the game where every little moment is going to matter more and more. Just a 1-point game as we tick into time on of this third term for Imperial Welfare. Carey kick goes forward. Nice mark there from Charlie. He can either fix for his first of the game. He'll kick from just outside the 40-metre arc into the breeze, which makes it a little more difficult.
Yeah, I think really good line up. Probably, he's in really good mood. He's been travelling.
Charlie Gunnett in the best last week with the 19 possessions and 11 marks. This one from just outside the 40. It's straight, it's going, it is there. A settler for the Panthers. They extend the lead back out to 7 points. Charlie Gunnett with his first. Important goal. That takes old Carey to 9-7-61. Willamstown, they're 8-6-54. Once again, to get a real clean line. Towards the wing.
No, too late,
also
mate.
a little bit slippery from the right. Nicely done there from Parker with a footy. Checking the Panthers once again. Into the hands of Horsey, fed on by hand. And then a flying shot goal. Quite worked out all right. This is in the left-hand side. They're playing out to their chance. Play a little bit more there. They're 9-8, 8-6. Ball brought back into play. After man. Nice one there by Thompson to put the ball in play. The ball comes back towards Chan, who just sinks the slipper in. And gave that Ale Ross of their time. They're coming from all angles. That was going to be a very difficult mark for them if they could have pulled that off. Nothing quite doing. And the hurry kick goes forward. Alexander parks himself under it. He's taking the mark 45 from home. The numbers are darting towards the pocket. In the top of the square. He offered the assistance to his left-hand side. Up goes to the top of the square. Numbers will fly in and rush behind him. He's at halfway up the post and deliberate calls going. It's a very far rush behind. Oh, Carey, there's 63 Williamstown. Harry Carter drives it out towards between half and twist them over the back and we will get a boundary. Going down the grounds for turn group of Camberwell. One of the teams we're talking about in the finals. They have led ahead of Caulfield at 11 points in front. Idaho are only 3 points in front of Old Geelong. Also the old team in the finals. Also these two. Runs from 40. Just turned himself around. Just at the left-hand side of the bump in the post there with Thompson. Through for another behind for Old Carey. They've given themselves some chances in the last few minutes. Quite to beat. Just finishing up those around the grounds for turn group. Old Trinity comfortably ahead of Fitzroy. And the Old Melburnians v Hampton Rovers. Just a 1-point game in favour of the Rovers. we're 24 minutes gone in this third term for Imperial West. Rises it out towards the wing off of hand. Brilliant. Had it knocked away from him. Comes towards the half-forward line here for old Carey. What a nice one for you there was Daniel Godden. He's off the boot of Woofenden. We'll get the ball in Woofenden. 137 games at VFL level for Port Melbourne. Played game 50 last week, 25 disposals, but he's been in fine form as Mitch Woofenden, averaging 32 disposals across his last 5 games. That throw in lands well short, and we can get a repeat down as well. Been intercepted. Mark taking about 45 out from goal. A couple of balls screaming for the footy. Wasn't quite doing this. Might be. Probably had a ball for Nick in the meantime. Old Carey giving themselves a 16-point lead. It's a long ball from Elwood it was. This is out the right side. They've had the chances. Had the Panthers to come extend this lead out beyond 2 goals or what, but not quite getting it done. Now going for the lovely Mark McCarroll fight. This one, a couple of 2 big pack marks. They're falling away the Seawise. McCarroll a little bit gingerly to his feet. Marks it right on the wing and gives that one a long roast. A fly in over the top. Provis one in one of the targets. A chance here for the Seawise to try and get back to a 1-goal game. Handball just got away before the tackle was landed. Woofenden heads it on by hand. Chance here for Andrews. He looks to go along the line back to Woofenden. Godden's one of the targets. Heading from the side, did well on that occasion to Downey. Just keeping the ball in play. And then he was knocked out short. 26 played in this third term. The Panthers 11 points to the good. Territory on the wing, lovely crowing there from Sayers. He drives up towards half forward, and the chance here for Seawise arises. Provis turns the angle, handles inside. It's a loving feed as well to Cockerell, who can eye the sticks and spray it left. That would have been a fantastic team goal. Colin Fitzoglu would have absolutely loved to have gone through, but the finish just wasn't quite there from Robbie Cockerell. Carey look to switch things up. He's got it again in the sleeves. Try and bring things up towards the broadcast room as we're so close to towards 3/4 time. That ball's hugging the boundary line and just stayed inside the forward play. Mark has been paid there to James Horsey, who made his senior debut last time these sides met. Absolutely awesome last week to stuff the stat sheet. 18 disposals, 13 of them contested, tackles, 8 clearances, and a goal for James Horsey last week. His kick down Alexander. We've seen that ball in the orbit through rucks. Will compete for this one, competing from the front, almost at the mark on that occasion. Here up. A couple of fingertips out towards the side. Holding his whip there was Sayers, drives it up towards the flank. Didn't quite take it the first time, met it on the bounce and did really well. And was happy to walk his way through the defence. Sayers had to go again. Woofenden competed from the front. Thompson picks it up here with tackle. Right at true centre wing once again. Get the ball up. Good news as well, Coop. We look to our right. The weather is clearing up. Off hands, lovely coming right there. He draws that ball up towards half forward. And another ball again, this time a little bit closer towards the old Carey's got. He's going to back himself in for number 6. Thompson had 5 goals to half time in this contest. Blighty Simon got short, just over the top there, maybe not the right option towards Andrews. Now he's taking that position. Clark himself the footy. And he's taken as soon as he's got clean hand to it. And we'll get right in front of us in the pavilion. 9-11 plays 8-7. 10-point lead to the Panthers. Closing on 3-4 time. The Panthers will go right on the side. It will be a free hit. Whoever takes the kick might be on the kick. Stay on his line. This is the best part of the 80-metre effort. Gives himself an extra 10 metres in the 3-4 side. Good catch on the top, but still going to land about 10 or so metres short. I think it was Charles McCarthy who fired the shot. But nonetheless, no score. Head into 3-quarter time. Old Carey then 9-11-65. Willamstown CYMS 8-7-55. And when just looked like Carey were going to break the game open, they hit the first goal of the third quarter, had 21 points. Willamstown a bit back in the last 3 of the game to have back to a single point. 3 scores with away Old Carey and now set 11. Cooper Watkins was comments. Thanks to Hit IQ's game changing protect concussion management system had to do the third term. By 6 points at the first change. Into half time by 15 points. The margin is through with the Panthers by 10 points as we turn for home in this the VAPA Premier B match of the day on VAPA TV. I remind you to tune in to the VAPA socials and join in the fun of the best pics, videos, stories and reels from around the competition. And you have to do research for VAPA and VAPA Women's on Instagram, X, Facebook, LinkedIn, and turn for home. It is Old Carey by 10 points.
Okay, I might leave you at home next week.
I'll just say, I just thought yours was right in the middle of the I just think, yeah, I agree.
Welcome back to the Carey Sports Complex. Fourth quarter action not far away for Lorem Constructions. It's designed by a compact and focused construction enterprise that falls outside the traditional tiered assessment. There's a 10-point lead to Old Carey, the goal scorers, as we turn to home. This is a record time. 5 goals to Riley Thompson. All came in the first half. Singles to Green, Gillett, Mackay. Got him for Old Carey. 2 goals the way Provis and McCallum to tall Timbers up forward. The CYMS and singles to Raymond, Beecroft and Williams for Williamstown. Now, 10-point game, as we say, this game is so important for both of these teams. They both sit at 8 and 7, only percentage split them. And in the race for the top 4, who look pretty around the grounds in Prem Day 4 tournament group, Old Kenwell can't get the job done. And then upset Old Geelong, they're the other team who also split on percentage. They've moved ahead of Old Ivanhoe, which is a very, very important game to take note of in this final game, which now all of a sudden turns only to the deficit of Willamstown, who would find themselves a game outside the fort. Prem B showcase round, we've got 1 quarter to go in the Prem B match of the day on Dapper TV. It's Old Carey 65, Old Willamstown 55. The best 30 minutes of footy ahead of us in the final quarter for Lorem Constructions. Bucks will go to battle as they did, and Newton won the ball down, maybe held on that occasion as Warren had it dispossessed from him. Bailey got charging through, Wolfenden watched it closely too. The ball goes towards him, up a tackle there from Waters. Hot start with his 4th term, it has dried up, the sun has made it very clear. We'll draw in the ruck once again. The ruck up and then pick it up at ground level there to Dibble. Back towards the Astra here at Carey Sports Complex. Nice have that half forward. Grab kick didn't work out alright. Elwood pokes it towards the pocket, the Thompson direction. Just overran him, and that ball is out of bounds. Get the bear to throw in 60 seconds played in his 4th term. No, there was not quite the half-time sprint at the half. It would have been a perfect view of it here, straight up and down the lanes 1 and 2. In the meantime, here in the forward line here for the Panthers, a couple of fingertips. Nice tackle out there on the far side from Malcolm. Won't quite bear reward. We get a penalty throw in, still about 35, maybe 40 out from Old Carey's goal. Monster on the ground, this one as we were alluding to earlier in the call, how much will that play into the fatigue of these players as the game runs down. Every spinning move there, I think it was Chan who just throws up towards the wing, that'll be alright. Defensive side of the wing, and now finds a true centre wing. After a lock there of McCarroll, but he can beat from a long way back, still found himself in possession of the football. Hill gets laid into ball one down, lovely done there from Chan just to walk out the contest, and then just tuck it just as he got hand to it, and he stays in a little bit after the contest as well. He's up on his toes, which is a good sign. Stop start as we begin this final turn. It's a 10-point lead to Old Carey. Both these teams playing an almost early elimination final. Repeat stoppages on the wing. Of course, we allude to the fact that the CYs, they haven't dropped outside the top 4. Going all the way back to round 8. That's 8 weeks they've spent inside the top 4. Lovely almost got away with it. Clark just had to ask the back and find himself towards the pocket. Thompson's working dangerously, trying to keep it in there. Did hear up. Didn't quite work out for him, and there is a whistle and play will be halted ever so slightly. There is a CY down. He's actually stay down as well, so we'll take a momentary pause. I think that's Lockie's Warren. Slow getting up to his feet, but he's in the hands of trainers now, which is a good thing as he walks away from the contest. So it'll be a free kick to the CYs. in their back pocket, and Warren just makes his way from the ground. Like they'll keep an eye on him, and the update to come for Autosport Victoria. You can probably give us a little one now, and he's just walking off the ground now on his own too, which is good.
Yeah, he looks to be on that definitely in the
knocks to the head. Catches everyone a bit off guard. Dribble kick, didn't quite get away from him. Berghoff turn and he'll get stopped. One side really too damaging in the first 4.5 minutes of this final quarter. See right trying to put into that. Probus will fly in, got a punch over the top. Nothing set over Carey. Pretty content was Hill. He followed Warren to the footy. He kicks it out towards the back flank. It's a risky pass. Can't compete over the ground, but maybe now old Carey can go forward. Collins open. He does really well, just sprints away from the contest, and then it's a poor kick in the end. Wasn't as good as the run. And delivery up towards the wing for the CYs to work out alright. Looks like a throw from this distance. Up by says play on. Brown. First one by hand, rolls the pocket. It's a lot more up at Carey with a poor pass. And Tate Warren, fantastic in the second half, particularly just to put an end to any impact that Carroll can have. Name to the skipper, Carey for the Panthers. He just assesses his options along the line. A long way up from the ground of Thompson, but it's off his hands and chance here for Berghoff. Rises 60 from home, turns on the right foot. That's a long for Carroll from 3 deep. Almost a chop of the arms, couldn't quite get it into his hands. And chance here from the centre to clear his line. And then go back at the flight. Isaac Elwood take a bow. Soak it up, you can hear the call from the crowd. Give himself an extra 10 seconds, let the applause die down as his kick found green. Right in front of the crowd as well as he goes to Sammy Name, who will switch things all the way across the face of goal. That's the pass. Hotness here. Probus had to close him quickly, putting a lot of pressure. Goes in the walls of Cole. It's a good ball. Found Connell Tobin. 24 last week. And maybe now Harry Hill can send Carey forward from true centre wing. Out towards half forward. They punch over the top there, did his job. Harry Carter. And we get a boundary throw in. Still on the other side, get the score. We played 6.5 minutes in this final term for Lauren Construction. Two teams that these two are keeping their eyes around the grounds for Turn Group. Turn Group, the turning heads in property, domain, and award-winning high-end commercial and residential projects. Contact Lockie McLeod prior to your next build. Turngroup.com.au of Camberwell. They have a 21-point lead over the Caulfield Grammarians. And the other team that also finds themselves at 8-7 is Old Geelong, who lead over Old Ivanhoe. Upset to Blue there, as there is a whistle for forward to be going the way of the CYs on their defensive zone fall back. And look to come pretty quickly out the broadcast side, but the numbers don't really favour them. Had to compete well there, he tried to knocked away from him by Charlie Grummett. Get the ball in. Still awaiting the first score of this quarter. It's at half forward for Old Carey as it stands. The breeze has certainly died down, as we alluded to. Appeals for this fishing intent. The umpire bench is going in. The wind has certainly died down, but as we've seen in this contest, maybe the left of screen down that far end of the Carey Sports Complex has been scored down. Carey in that field of ones. Trying to find over the goal here. Waters got it on by hand. Lovely turn there from Raymond. Just throws one on the boot. Back at Tambourine and gains some ground. There is that man Raymond who picked up the footy and was closely watched. Had cut a jab alongside him. Intended. Boundary. So ball up. That would rather be 8.5 played full turn. side 40 goes towards McCarroll, who presents high. Elby himself at ground level. It's a 2-on-1 here for the CYMS. Nice tackle there by Cockrell. Absolutely dispossessed Warren. Umpire now calling for duty, but that's a nice bit of build up here from the CYMS to stop his 25 out from their goal directly in front. Played 9 minutes without a score in this fourth, and goes to show how close it is. Emergement footy Cockrell. Run down home of footy well done there. I think it was Connor Tobin. He just did what he needed to do. Certainly could have been a goal-saving tackle with the pair that played in the 19 showcase last year. Colin Tobin found Elwood. He also goes a little bit short of it, found Waters. Coming as well. 22 possessions for him last week. So a bit of footy as well today. Which is good to see. His name has completely from half back. Sees it along the line. It's not a great ball. Keeping that occasion. Competing from the front there was Clark. Couldn't quite get it away. And the Seaways look to repel and try and slingshot out of their back zone. Handball was too hot there from Rob Chinley. Right between the two interchange gates. Still away in the first score. It's quite remarkable. 10 minutes. And the score without a single score. I went straight down towards Sayers. Wasn't his intention whatsoever. And it's about 10 minutes closer to goal for Williamstown. Fourth quarter for Lawn Construction. It's old Carey, 65. Lead Williamstown, 55. Ruck's got to battle once again. Muscle forward chain. From the Carey crowd. Had it muscled away. Emergement for his Ned Sayers. He takes the game on the left breathing side. A long way back Progress. Couldn't put the tackle over. Another coming there from Bruin. Just plays at the Carey favourite. Bailey from half back throws up towards the wing. Off some hands. Laying the tackle there was Andrews. Did really well. Game tackle alongside Green. Warren now taking much up switching and closed onto the big man, Aiden McCarroll. Nice tackle late again here by Brayden Evans. A couple of times no scores in the court, but it's been very, very hot. It is a highly, highly contested game, a lot of stoppages. Finals on the line, unquestionably. There's a long ball, goes there from Newton in the Thompson direction, knocked away from him as he paddles it towards the line. It's in this broadcast wing, I reckon 80% of it's being played between the arcs this quarter on this side of the ground. On Carey there, 9-11, they lead Williamstown 8-7. Closing on halfway of this final quarter, season on the line for both of these teams. Finals absolutely in the question. Tackle laid there by Malcoon. He was named in the best for the first time all year last week, following his 16 possessions. He saw from him. Battle once again over the top there. Aiden Williams spent some time in the lap. Flies it back. Very big Seaways. Carroll offers a lead towards the flank. It's out in front of him. Warren did what he needed to do. Just knocked it away there from the big McCarroll. They throw in about only 65 centimetres on the Seaway Cup. Play resumes, trying to paddle so close towards the line. Just stays on the field of play momentarily. We'll see that ball over. Time as you see, time will soon be running out. He's grabbed out the rock with Debbie Newton and he's back. So that ball for the air. And Charles McCarthy was taking the intercepting mark. Last time they met with 23 disposals of 11 intercept possessions. Still past the field 17. Right now he comes to the broadcast position. This kick goes towards the corridor. And it's a good one. To McCarthy. We'll go back to one at fullback. Oh, that's a poor pass. It's gone out of bounds on the foot. It's either going to McCarroll, the one pick up the footy, I think might have been Carter. McCarroll, he will get the footy, well man. He does find himself in possession of the ball now. This is Aiden McCarroll. 14 minutes of this final term. It's a 10-point lead for the Panthers. This would bring it back to a single kick. Bending it around the corner. Aiden McCarroll, that is class. It's a 4-point game here at Carey Sports Complex. The first of the last goes the way of the CYMS. And Aiden McCarroll with that classy finish. A goal at 8 contender for Turnberg. We've got a 4-point game.
Did you check when you didn't, Matt?
It wasn't one of them.
He's kicked 12 goals from his 5 games this season in the seniors. Aiden McCarroll, there's no reason why he's going down back to the 19s anytime soon. He can do stuff like that just as elegant in the CYMS. They haven't found themselves in front since early second turn. McCarroll's got it again! He is taking this game by the throat. And Williamstown, they can go to the front. Really kicked 2 goals in a minute in the third term. Aiden McCarroll lining up for his 4th and the lead for Williamstown CYMS. They trailed by 21 points early in the third, and they are now in front. Aiden McCarroll with his 4th, and the CYMS have strung themselves back in front since half time. It is 2 goals to 5. It is now favouring the CYMS, and they just muscled their way in front of this contest.
Can you get rising starts 2 weeks in a row, Callum?
Could be. He's deserving of it. He's absolutely flying.
No, I was concerned about it. Obviously got to the mark, but he needed everything he needed. He kicked it about 10 stories on, but it just made the truth.
Around the grounds and really like putting them out for turn group very quickly. Scotch, they lead some Burns by 14 points. Collegians and Old Zavs, they are a deadlock. They are all square at the moment. Brighton have got a handle of Zela. They will win that contest. And Kevin's also comfortably over Old Haileybury. University Derby, it is the Uni Blues who are 40 points in front of the Blacks. In the meantime here, Chen, Jonathan's half forward, had to fly from a long way back and Bill Raymond to bring it to ground. And CYMS they found a second win. Nice tackle late by Hill. The captain doing captain things. Bailey takes the advantage, throws up towards half forward. Mark taken here by Dan Godden. He goes out towards half forward in the Clark direction. And a man absolutely over the top of him in Cutter Jar. Boys go flying in on top of the footy at half forward here from Panthers. And we get a stoppage. 7.5 played. It is Williamstown. 2 points in front. They're getting more and more vocal. We've only probably got 10 to 15 minutes left of this contest. Thompson applied the tackle. A clearing kick from the CYMS goes out towards between half-back and wing. Met on the bounce here by Williams. Kept the ball inside the field of play. Works out all right. Mark Clown from Chen up towards half-forward from McCarroll. Provis is wheeling around. He wants it long. It goes in his direction. McCarroll sends it to the pocket. How's it going to sit for Provis? Up and throw in. Well, Carey led by 21 points, Williamstown 5 of the next 6 goals of this contest. As we head closer towards time on, they now lead this game. Taken out the ruck, got a boat with us, no on the goal line. It's 3 for a behind. I think the ruck there was Williams. Minor score nonetheless for CYMS takes them to 10-8-68. Carey 9-11-65. On the mark in the back pocket. Had to get it away quickly. Zimmerman over the top. Bailey's next to the chat. He received it from Horsey. Bailey's hit towards the corner. It was a real brave one. Left him take the execution of the ball out towards the middle. McCarroll has to be about 5 of them. Half of the crowd approved, half don't. Jordy Raymond into the team this week. Set shot stands right on the 40-metre arc. Importantly, he takes 30 seconds off the clock, and importantly, he can put them a couple kicks in front. Jordy Raymond has won today. None more important in his season than this. Raymond from 45. It's straight, it's going. Just across the face line. Thought one and working back. Minus score. There's the margin at 4. We're getting the thrill up that we had hoped we were going to get all day, Cooper Watkins.
Yeah, that's it. You sort of the same rules, and then you got Carey. Carey are the ones that need to start taking risks.
Going forward once again with CYMS. And it was a hot spot. Promus. 2 ends to it. Just pop it away ahead of the last guy. And maybe there's a Carey play here grabbing at the shoulder of the pet when it's ruined. So he just held himself out of that contest and he's grabbing his right shoulder. I think this might be maybe a pet. Yeah, so something a little bit innocuous as well, didn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Just grabbed at the shoulder.
Yeah, so Nick Brown also a fair bit of discomfort. His way from the ground pretty gingerly. Injury update for Victoria in terms of 13 skilled Melbourne orthopaedic surgeons specialising in treating musculoskeletal conditions and injuries. He makes his way from the ground and maybe now it's the perfect chance for Provis, but the balls up high, go unanswered. Very big stoppages, 30 out from the CYMS goal. 21 played first term, it's Williamstown by 3 points. In the Premier C match of the day. Considering this is a showcase round, all Prem B games being broadcast, but this one unquestionably is the match of the day. It comes out towards the back of the contest. A chance here for Cockburn is played in favour. Chance arises for Williams. Just boot the ball in back. It's Zewell. Goes to the top of the square. There's that 5 plays there. There's a free kick to CYMS. There was a jumper hole in amongst it. It might be going the way of Calvin Casino. He kicked 10 goals in the first 5 games. He's been goalless from his last 3. He's going to put an end to the streak. And the most important goal of his year coming up, Calvin Casino. Unquestionably will take the full 30 seconds. We've played 22 minutes of this final term, and it's Williamstown CYMS by 10 points. CYMS, 9-11 plays 11-9. Well, Carey haven't scored this quarter, and Williamstown have absolutely pounced on him. Russ got a battle once again, do it. On the palm down. Nice tackle laid there by Provis. Win the free kick and put the circles. Get the stoppage. For CYMS on the floor, touched up with hands. Mark dropping down by Kojo, wouldn't have mattered anyway. Nice tackle over up there by Cockrell, who's doing the hard stuff, just diving over the top, getting the 10th in. Connell Tobin, who's lurking dangerously too. Very stoppages. Probably only got about 5 minutes of pure time remaining in this contest. Dibble on the palm down, just backed away from the footy there with Warren. And now Carey find himself stealing mum ball out towards the wing. Runs out right, Thompson. Got himself back to that footy. In the back for a kick bringing away the Panthers. New calls for 50 line up and fall their way. Umpire says a free kick will stand to Riley Thompson. The kind of guy you'd sort of want in the receiving end of this ball. To his free kick. Still in line of the centre square. He drives up towards full forward. A flying from all angles. No mark could be taken. Almost Colin Tobin a hand to it. A chance here for the Panthers once again. Another shrug of the shoulder and just burst off the tackle up. Thompson was trying to handball out of his trouble. And now clearing kick goes towards McCarroll, who almost took the mark of his laces. Numbers here favour the Panthers. Comes towards Neen. Now in the hands of McCarthy, who sends it back inside 50 for old Carey. Clears the pack. Troublesome times here for the CY's defence. Ball sitting underneath about 5 plays there. Comes out towards the side. Nice tackle laid there by Lockie Downey. Do it all again. 25 played, 4th term. It is the CY's by 10 points. Lavis, another Colin Tobin almost stole the ball in the end. Clark applied the tackle. Crosses his chest. Currently in the forward line for Old Carey. A goal for them, and we're back to a 1-kick game. Well into red time. Ball comes out towards the side. Elwood fed on by hand. Bailey's his take. The CY's in the transition. Straight up the corridor. And bounces the spit regimes here at the Carey Sports Ground. Lovely turn there. Free kick going away. And the CY's there. Cunningham who tried to break the game open through the middle. The CY's forward are calling for it long. And White goes into the hot spot. Almost taken. Lurking dangerously was Williams. He got the mark turn tackle. CY's they turn. A scrambling defence. He's now leaving their forward line. Seven up there, more than one playing for their season. There's a chance here in the goal square now. Pushing it away, on the footy, and then all 7 out towards half back. There's an easy little one around to it. He can turn the angle and walk closer and closer to the line. And he sits the shot. It's not a great ball. It's going to be coming back. Has been thrown behind the ball. He finds himself on the wing and drive a long high ball in the McCarroll direction. He'll fly from the front. McCarroll! He can kill 30 seconds and maybe with his 5th can kill the Panthers in this game. The lead is currently 10 points in favour of the CY's. I remind you they trailed by as much as 21 points early in the 3rd term. They currently lead by 10 and played 27 minutes of this final term for Loram Constructions and Aidan McCarroll with a chance to kick his 5th. From right outside the 40-metre arc, it's high, it lands to the top of the square. They'll come in, almost the mark taken, hasn't been paid to Zimmerman, who takes off quickly. Good ball that found Elwood. And from here, Chris Watkins has got to be almost perfect for the Panthers. Defensive side of the centre square. Sends out towards the far side wing. That kick will work out alright. Mark taken by Hill. And he goes in ball towards McCarthy, who takes the game on quickly. Towards centre, forward, a flying Godden off of his hands. Molly picked up here by Alexander, snaps it towards the top of the square. Good shoulder strength. Bobble around, hard to get a clean hand to it. Clean kick won't work out alright. There is a whistle. I think a free kick's going to the visitors. Nathan Malcoon will be the recipient of the free kick. And dying sages of this time. The CY's McCarroll had to bring back mark, pay to the man in front. Big Waters has taken a really important mark. He goes out towards the pocket, as clears the contest. And he'll get that boundary throw in. 28.5 played final terms. The CY's by 10 points. And need to find the next goal. Do Old Carey, because around the grounds Old Camberwell have defeated Caulfield Grammarians around the grounds for term group. Alexander competed really hard. He was locked up in as well. Old Geelong currently 7 points in front of Old Ivanhoe. They look settled in the game as well. Chance here for Waters to steady things. Waters across the face. Pack of about 10 there at the goal square. It's off a couple of fingertips. It's an absolute scramble there in the pocket. It stays just inside the field of play. Not an inch to spare before the goal line. The umpire will call for a ball up. Carey, they just need a goal here. We've played 29 and a half in this final quarter. They're running out of time, the Panthers. Clock stops. It's Williamstown 75, Old Carey 65, who have not scored in this final quarter. Ball trapped at the top of the square. Umpire will cross his chest once again, but it's ever so straighter. In line for the Old Carey goal. Palm down towards the pocket. Closely watching it there was Alexander Elwood just holding himself on the outside, and they'll do it all again. This will work out right for the Seawhites. Palm goes Goldwood, a chance here for the Panthers. A Pierce with a deliberate rush behind. Just a regular rush behind as it is. Has the margin back down to just 9 points. 9-12 Old Carey. 11-9 Williamstown. A tick beyond 30 minutes. McCarroll is the target. He was nudged on the footy. And then set the mark, I think might have been Warren, and he plays on immediately towards the corridor. It's a good ball. It found the big man in Newton. He sends it right to the top of the square. Arsenal forwards, but a mark has been taken. Charlie Grant has come down with it, plays on quickly, and we're back to 3 points. Only Golden Charlie Drummond knew how he came down with that footy. We've played 31 minutes of this final term. It's the Seawhites by 3 points. Both of these teams desperate to play finals in 2025. The winner here today almost secures their place. Just seeing the setups here, everyone starting in line with the centre square, trying to send Old Carey forward. It's locked up in the middle. Nice sack away there by Dibble, and we'll do it all again. 75 plays 72. Palm goes forward ever so slightly for Old Carey. First one on the ball here will be Carter. Carries the ball, not quite ends it. Elwood brings that ball forward ever so slightly. Connell Tobin's in there too. There's about 30 players diving on top of the ball. We're like trying to pinch it out. Umpire across his chest, ball up. Ruck's got a battle once more. Goes up towards centre forward. This little wobble ball forward works out alright. Horsey just clears his lines. All eyes towards the umpire. Ball up again. .32 played final terms. The Seawhites by 3 points. Rucks, Miller draw once again. Old Carey with the numbers. Clearing kick goes forward here from McCarthy. Into the half. No, it's a free kick. It's a free kick to the Seawhites. I think it might have been for a hold, but the penalty kick left. Disappointed. There could only be a matter of seconds remaining in this game. Ball out on the wing. Off hands. Carey looking to go forward again towards the corner. It's a risky ball for Newton. He marks. He drives it long towards the pocket. Off flying from all angles. Off all hands. Connell Tobin picks it up. After the back, Connell Tobin can put it in front. Carey are in front. They might have just pulled off the impossible. And Charlie Connell Tobin might just be the hero. Smiles all around here at Carey Sports Complex. The Panthers have hit the front. We've played 34 minutes of this final quarter for Lorem Constructions. What a time to do it. Ruck's got a battle once again. Newton wins it down. The CYMS maybe their chance to go forward. Newton picks up the ball, back it all forward tackle. Umpire, toss it back up in the play with a shoot and seconds remaining. Carey are in front by 3 points. We get another stoppage to come on the wing. 78 plays at 75. Newton in the ruck once again. Double lock-ons. Carey muscled the ball forward. There's absolutely no one running out the ball. Dribbles out towards the back line. Snelling mops up here for the CYs. He kicks it back along the wing. Newton's in position. Mark Wolfen is just over around the footy. He can have to go again. Time inside the CYs. A chance to break their hearts. Punching in with good for Drummond. The CYs are not done yet. A muscle kick up towards centre half forward. 35 minutes of play in this game. Carey won the game! Carey has done the impossible. 2 goals in the final couple of minutes. And have almost punched themselves a ticket to September. What a win from the Panthers. The heart of Willamstown CYMS. What a game of footy here in the Premier League Showcase round. We were told it was the Rafa Premier League match of the day on Rafa TV, and that's exactly what we got. Charlie Colton, the hero, putting Carey in front just 60 seconds ago.
I thought Williamstown had won it, I thought Carey won it, and then
Carey hadn't scored in the fourth term until very late in this contest. They were trailing by 10 points. At that point, they attempted 6 of 7 goals, and the final 2 goals of the game was enough for the Panthers to keep their season alive. They moved to 9-7 and within touching distance, and still just percentage outside. They might even be inside, in fact. They're going to sit outside and have a little look at the ladder for All Sport Victoria. Old Camberwell with their win, they are also moving on towards 9-7. But there's also another game in Premier B that we are keeping an eye on. It's Old Geelong and Old Ivanhoe. And we had a good game here. It's a 1-point game there between Ivanhoe and Geelong. So Geelong's now one of those teams who are on 8-7 and are fighting for their season. But the CYMS just set up they've now lost 4 games in a row in their season. Unfortunately, from being 8-4 is just slipping away right for our eyes. Just a crazy game. This is going to be a very good post-game show. Peter Sattler removals and logistics. Hard to pick out a goal of the day. I think was the first one determined for our man Beecroft. He was from the boundary over there in the forward pocket, had no room to work with. But there's also every case you can make for Colin Tobin's goal just there. The significance of the goal in a season for Old Carey.
First one as well, opposite pockets, but running, taking a couple of tackles, kicking on the right.
Put the goal of the day for Toon Root to Charlie Colin Tobin. You know, if you can't see it off the line, 10-15 minutes, tackles, and might have just done enough to put Carey in position in the final minute against the CYMS. 11-12, 7-8 Willamstown. 11-9, 7-5. From a lot around the ground score turned out of Geelong have moved 7 points in front of so we assume that they're going to be the ones to win that game. But they will also move to 9 and 7, which means that Camberwell, Carey and Geelong will all be on 36 points. Just one game behind Caulfield, who are on 40, and the CYMS, they were inside the 4. They're going to drop to, in fact, if the OMs win, I'm just having a look at this now, the OMs have defeated the Rovers, so they are only one game now ahead of the OMs in 8th. There's only 2 games split. I think it's 4th game up, which is just insane.
Yeah, I mean, that was the thing coming into the round. The delicate is playing great years, but there's so many teams in and around that sort of 8 and 7 right now. With these 2 players, the whole proceedings there, and I think with Williamstown, you've just got to think over the last sort of month. I can't remember exactly how many games they've lost necessarily slot, but they're 0-4 in their last 4, and that's probably going to cost them in the end.
The goal scorers as we wrap up proceedings here between the Panthers and CYMS. 5 first half goals for Riley Thompson. A little bit quiet in the second half, but I suppose if you have 5 in the first, you don't need to do too much beyond that. 2 goals to Grummett, singles to Green, Connell Tobin, the match winner, Mackay and Godden. 4 goals for the CYMS came away, Baden McCarroll, 2 for Zachy Provost and singles for Sino Raymond Beecroft. Cockrell as well as Williams just wasn't quite to be for the CYMS. But that is all we have time for here in the VAPA Premier B match of the day on VAPA TV. Old Carey pulled off the impossible. They stole a game from the CYMS. Made themselves so much closer towards the finals. Cooper Watkins, you've been on specials for Hit IQ's Game Changing Protect Concussion Levy System. Thank you for your accompaniment today. It is awesome we get these sorts of games and value alongside me. It was absolutely awesome to see the insights from you. My Sport Live that put this game together. Premier B Showcase round has absolutely paid off, and I'm sure it'll be one that we see in years to come. My name has been Carl Cummins. It's been an absolute pleasure to bring you the contest here today. It is Old Carey who are marching on 9 and 7. 3-point winners over Williamstown CYMS. Thank you for your time. See you next week.